Hi, I'm Claire Varley and welcome back to the home of EDFL Web TV, the Pascoe Vale Hotel. This season we'll be coming to you weekly right here on the EDFL YouTube channel, so make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with all our videos. It's been another action-packed week in the EDFL, so let's jump straight into this week's top talking points. Hello everyone, we're at Windy Hill this week for EDFL Web TV and I'm joined by Pellizzeri and Adem Russell for a look ahead to round 10. Make sure to click through to the EDFL YouTube channel for our wrap-up of round 9 and also this week's podcast for an in-depth look at all of the issues from around the league. Let's start in Strathmore Community Bank Premier Division with the broadcast game between Greenvale and Aberfeldy. Guys, who is going to win?
Well, it's a tough one. I think Aberfeldy have seen off every opponent in Premier so far, and you've got to give them that respect. I know Greenvale ran them close in round 1, but a lot's happened since then, and Aberfeldy have shown that they don't have off days. They have a bit of a merciless streak, and I'm tipping them this weekend. If a team is going to beat them, though, I think it will be Greenvale, but Adem Russell, is it going to be this weekend?
I have to agree with you, Taylor. I think Aberfeldy will get the job done this weekend, but I'm looking forward to see what Greenvale can put out and see if they can knock off the top team.
I'm a little bit worried that with both teams so safe in the top 4 at the moment as part of this breakaway top 3 that there may be a little bit of cards close to the chest or thinking of September. Personally, I hope that they really go hard in this one because, of course, there is still the double chance and a top 2 finish on the line, and we can't forget that Greenvale did lose to Pascoe Vale. They're starting this game in 3rd, so they would love to pick up a game on Pascoe Vale and move back into contention for a top 2 spot.
Yeah, from a spectator's point of view, I think we both want both teams to go out really hard and play their best teams, but you know, to finish top 2 is so crucial at this stage of the year, and I think with a couple of teams playing for that top 3 spot, it's very important.
And Claire, what else have you got for us in Premier this weekend?
Well, the Final 4 race is certainly heating up. Can Maribyrnong Park beat Strathmore, or is Strathmore finally going to turn things around?
Wow, well, I've been talking up Strathmore as the 4th best team in the league, even though they've been getting beaten in recent weeks, but this is a tough one. Maribyrnong Park, of course, well short of Pascoe last weekend. I've tipped Maribyrnong Park. I'm thinking that this might be the breaking point for Strathmore here. Adem Russell, which way are you leaning, having seen Strathmore live just last weekend?
Yeah, I did see Strathmore live last week, and they played a really good brand of football despite going down by a pretty significant margin against Aberfeldy. I think that's more of a case of showing how strong Aberfeldy are. I think Strathmore played a strong brand of football, and I think if they can bring that same sort of intensity to the Marby Park game, Strathmore will win.
Okay, Claire?
And now we have some quick picks for you. Pascoe Vale and Avondale Heights.
Look, it was back at the start of the season when Pascoe Vale had such a massive win against Avondale Heights that we had to sit up and pay attention. I know the Heights think that they're turning it around. I suspect, though, that Pascoe Vale, a good, powerful win against Maribyrnong Park last week, I think you've still got to give them the respect. They've only lost, one game all year, so Pascoe Vale for me. Adem?
Yeah, I think if Avondale thinks they're the real deal and they're going to play finals, they do have to win this game, but I don't think they will. I think Pascoe Vale will get up.
And how about Northern Saints and West Coburg?
Well, in round 1 we were there, Adem. It was 100 points the margin. We know that Northern Saints are going through a pretty tough time as a club, whether it's on or off the field, and I can only see West Coburg winning this one. For Northern Saints' sake, I hope it is closer than the first time around, but who knows? I think West Coburg could really relish the chance to play in a winnable game.
Yeah, we do wish well to the Northern Saints players, but I think West Coburg, they'll take a sniff at this opportunity to get 3 wins on the board and maybe take them out of relegation contention if they can win this game.
And finally, Keilor and Airport West.
Well, as we know, Airport West led this one at quarter time last year. Airport West's form is improving. I heard from people who saw them on the Queen's Birthday weekend game against Avondale Heights that they were quite competitive. Keilor, as we know, only kicked away late from West Coburg, so maybe Airport West can drag them into their range, but for now, it's probably the safe pick to go with Keilor, and that's where I'm going to go.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Keilor as well.
Well, Claire, those are the games this weekend. We are really looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Thank you so much for your thoughts.
Why should your company advertise on EDFL Web TV? EDFL Web TV reaches an audience drawing from the biggest sporting body in Melbourne's expanding northwestern suburban corridor, with over 9,000 participants and tens of thousands of families and fans distributed on a network reaching thousands of tech-savvy social media subscribers. EDFL Web TV can present your company's product or service in a top-of-the-show billboard, similar to a network TV sports broadcast, either with vision or still graphics. Sponsored segments are available and can be integrated into the regular week-to-week show. EDFL Web TV is also compatible with conventional TV ads, either professionally made or made by the EDFL. Customise your advertising package to reach the EDFL Web TV and social media audience today.
Now it's time to take a look at Essendon Ford Division 1 and Strathmore Community Bank Division 2. I'm joined by Adem, Saricaoglu and Dave Kennedy to have a look forward to round 10. Now first up in Division 2 is Roxburgh Park and Moonee Valley. What's your pick?
Interesting one, isn't it, Dave? Look, I know we'll fresh off seeing Roxburgh Park do a number on Coburg Districts, but I still rate Moonee Valley pretty highly as well. Their results have been inconsistent, but we know they've got some of the best players in the competition. I mean, Padmore is an absolute gun, and they've got a couple others down there as well at the moment. So it is a Roxy home game, I believe, Claire. It is. So that might sway me to tip Roxy perhaps, but Moonee Valley going to push them all the way, I reckon.
Roxy would be reasonably confident after a big win against Coburg Districts, who were prior to this or the last weekend above them on the ladder. So they'll take a bit of confidence moving into the game. Moonee Valley, well, for me, they're a bit of an unknown, and we've seen that they've put in a fair few good performances this season. So I think the home ground factor will come into it as well. Roxburgh Park for me, but only based on the fact that I had a good look at Roxburgh Park and was impressed by their clearance work around the ground.
Okay, and now for some quick picks. So we have Keilor Park and Coburg Districts.
I think we know the Districts will probably win. Margin-wise, I reckon it would be 40 or 50. I reckon Keilor Park was actually okay last week.
Yeah, Coburg Districts for me to bounce back. I think that they're probably still in that top 4 tier of Division 2 teams, and Keilor Park not in that tier at the moment.
Okay, and Hadfield and Burnside Heights?
Bit worried about this one, Dave. Fair to say. Hopefully it's not, but I reckon it might be 200 range. Yeah,
it's a terrible time of the year, the mid-season. Teams go either up or down. It looks like Burnside Heights have just lost it a little bit. I think Hadfield quite comfortably.
And for Division 1, there are some clear underdogs and some clear favourites in each of the 4 games. So just give us some quick picks for each of the 4. West Meadows and Taylors Lakes, Glenroy and Craigieburn, Essendon and Duda Stars, East and East Keilor, Hillside and Oak Park. Can you see any upsets happening?
We talk about Essendon Ford Division 1 as being so close and so tight, but unfortunately seems to be a bit of a divide right now. But you know what? Taylors Lakes might be a sneaky little chance against West Meadows, and I still think West Meadows will win and probably win comfortably, 4 or 5 goals minimum. Taylors Lakes are getting pretty desperate now. They're well and truly underperforming from what they're expecting, what they were expecting pre-season when we went out there. There might be a few question marks on West Meadows. When we saw them against Taylors Lakes, Dave, DC, the coach, did hint that maybe they were a bit overhyped pre-season, sort of believed in their own hype a little bit, and they conceded a pretty big score against Hillside on the weekend. So there might be a few concerns down at West Meadows at the moment, but they should still be beating Taylors Lakes. But the Lakers might just be a sneaky little chance.
I can't see an upset, but I'll put a wild one out there. I'll say that maybe Oak Park. They've been up for a long time now, and they've been playing some good footy this season. And I hate to hang the boys from Oak Park, Ben Chapman and the crew, out there, but maybe Hillside might produce something at home and give them a run. I'm taking a lot of that out of the Hillside game that we called their emphatic win at their home ground. Maybe they can reproduce a bit of that magic.
Well, it is certainly going to be a blockbuster weekend. Join us on EDFL Radio from 1 p.m. Saturday. The easiest way to listen to us is via the EDFL Team app. Join over 1,200 members on the official EDFL free smartphone app. That's it for this edition of EDFL Web TV. Make sure to subscribe to this channel to get all our updates as soon as they go online. I'm Claire Varley, and we'll see you back here at the Pascoe Vale Hotel soon.